Hi everybody, it's Doreen and welcome back to Mother's Day Cards with the Cricut. This is card number 4. And what I've done here is I've decided to make this look like a gatefold, but it's not actually really a gatefold. It's an actual gate. So once you untie it and you open it up, there is a vase with a single rose inside. So, come and join me and I'll show you how I made this card. Okay everybody, so I'm going to bring up the supplies so we can get started making card number 4. Okay, my card measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I've taken and scored it to make it a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. And I've gone ahead and prepared some of my top layer ahead of time. So this is my top layer, and the top layer measures 5.25 by 4. And what I've done is I wanted to kind of make this look like a open gate. So I've cut out the gate, and the gate is from the Walk in My Garden cartridge. And I've cut that, I'm sorry, it's not from the Walk in My Garden, it's from the Bloom cartridge, which looks like this, and it's actually the fence. So the fence is key number, let's see, okay, that's key number 23, and it looks like this. So I've gone ahead and cut that out, and I've cut that out to be 3 inches. So then once I cut it out, what I then did was I scored it and cut it down the middle, like so, so that I could bend it back to look like an open gate. And then I've gone ahead and painted the flowers using my watercolor paints and the iridescent medium. So I've covered the flowers in pink, and I've covered the fence itself in the white. And then what I decided to do was take and put 2 eyelets in the center here, and I'm going to take the ribbon and run that through and make a bow. But before I go ahead and do that, I did adhere it down to my top layer, and I just adhered the corner edge so that it would open like that. So what I want to put inside here is this flower or this rose in the vase. Now, the vase is from the Walk in My Garden, and that was cut at 2 inches, and the vase is on page 102, and it's this one right here, and that would be key number 21 on your gypsy. So let's go ahead and go to the Walk in My Garden cartridge, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pull up key 21, which is right here, and there's the vase. So I just cut that out, and then I also inked my edges using my peeled paint Distress Ink by Tim Holtz. And before I forget, I also did ink the edges of my card and my top layer, and those were inked with the Stampin' Up! Positively Pink. So now, for the rose is also from the Walk in My Garden cartridge, and the rose is on page 98, which is right here. And this is the one that I cut. And then I also cut out the shadow. And then I went ahead and inked that using the Positively Pink as well. And then I've taken it and just put it on the back of the vase with some foam tape. So what I want to do is I want to put that inside the gate. Like so. And then when she opens it, she'll have the single rose. So before I go ahead and put that down, let's go ahead and put the top layer on our card. So now I'm going to move my gypsy and we're going to add this. And I'm going to go ahead and use the ATG gun to add this on. So we need to get our paper with some tape on the edges. And then in the middle. And we've got our card opened out so that we could go ahead and add this. And we're just going to lay it down. And then I'm going to run my finger along the edges. And then I'm going to open up the gate and run it down the middle. So now, there we have our top layer. So the other thing I want to do go ahead and put on the butterflies. Now the butterflies are from the Cupcake Wrappers cartridge, which I thought was funny when I saw that. What I did was I put in butterflies in my gypsy, and it said that there were some butterfly images on the Cupcake Wrappers cartridge, and that's another one of the Cricut lights that I got at Walmart. As a matter of fact, I think I got this one the day after Thanksgiving sale. So this is what it looks like right here, and I guess they're calling it a topper to put on top of your cupcakes, I guess. So that was cut at 1.5 inches, and I've cut out 2 of them, except I only see 1, so I've got to find the second one. Oh, it was hidden under my overlay. So, and I've inked that as well using the Stampin' Up! Positively Pink, and I want to just go ahead and I'm going to lay those on the fence in an angle like so. So I kind of want to bend them just a little bit so that they'll pop up. And then I'm going to take my glue gun and add them onto the fence. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the middle. And then I'm going to lay it down. And then just run my finger along the middle where I put the glue. And then you can take and go back and pop them up. Like so. So let's go ahead and add the other one on the other side. And what I did is, because the butterflies come in an angle facing, I believe they face to the right. Let me look on the, yes, they face to the right. So once I laid 2 butterflies out on my mat on my gypsy, I then went back and flipped one to face to the left. So I could have one facing to the right and one facing to the left. And I'm going to lay this one down on this side and run my finger along the middle, and then I'm just going to go ahead and just pop it up like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my sun. Now the sun is from the Hello Kitty cartridge. And I cut that out at 1 inch, and it is on page 36, and it looks like this. So what I did was I took and I hid the actual face because I wanted to use my Peachy Keen stamps to put my own face on. And as I said before, it was cut out at 1 inch, and it is key number 9 on your gypsy. So let's go ahead and go to that. So it looks like this. So what I did was I went back and just hid the face. Okay. So I've already taken my Peachy Keen stamp, and I used the Everyday Character Face Assortment, the 1/2 inch size. So I used this one right here. And I stamped it out using my Stamp-A-Majig and my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So we're going to go ahead and put our sun right up here in the corner. So now we can go ahead and add our single rows in the vase. And I'm just going to go ahead and open out the gate so that we can go ahead and add this right here in the middle. So I'll remove the foam tape. So let's open back out. I probably should have added my butterflies after I've gotten the vase on, but that's okay. We should still be able to do this. So we're going to come down just a little bit here and go ahead and add it in the middle. So then the last thing we need to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some ribbon and run it through my eyelets and tie it off into a bow. And then she can go ahead and just open it up and look at the one single rose. So I'm going to tie her bow real quick. Nothing fancy. And when you know, because I'm on camera, I'm having trouble tying a bow. There we go. So it kind of looks like that. So now for my inside sentiment, I just went ahead and once again, I used the Inkadinkado stamp set that is called Happy Days. It looks like this. Sorry for the glare. And I took my Memento Tuxedo Black ink and I stamped out Happy Mother's Day. So that's it. That is card number 4 for Mother's Day cards with the Cricut. Thanks for watching, everybody, and come back to watch for card number 5. Bye.